So some of this wall we have to take out.
Only water after hours.
Well, if you saw our first episode, that's how far we got with our dry stack wall.
If you could turn this corner that way a little.
Hey, what are you doing here?
I'm gonna cook some burgers on the grill.
So here's our wall so far. This week's video, we're going to continue with the construction of our dry stack stone wall.
Welcome, and if you're new here, we hope you subscribe and hit the like button.
Hey friends, if you've been following along, that we've been building a dry stack stone wall. This is actually part 2. Part 1 we did previously. We'll try to put a link up here. So some of this wall we have to take out. Back there is where we're doing the stone wall, where we're going to cut out some of this hill. This wall used to come out and then curve around, but this time we're going to cut the hill here and run our stone wall straight. Here's how bad off these railroad ties are. They're just splitting around the nails if we pull on them. This one, there's half of it, and then the front half split off and split into two. So we're trying to stack up the better ones. We'll, I don't know, use the term better loosely. This section of the railroad tie wall that we're taking apart, we're saving the gravel that's behind it, because we'll need it. Yeah, we'll need that gravel behind our stone wall once we place that. So there will be a new section where there's just going to be dirt behind the wall, so we're going to put in a little pipe, try to connect up with the other pipe that's behind the other part of the wall, and we'll backfill with gravel. Rinse and reuse. Well, we're not going to rinse it, but we are going to reuse it.
Hey, inside, could I have a water?
Yeah, I'll just bring out waters for all of you.
Can I get some fries with that?
No, the kitchen's closed.
I'd like a milkshake to go.
No.
You know, a burger would be nice too.
You just ate.
I was able to get water.
I don't know, it hasn't shown up yet. Got a little gravel to pick up that we can't quite get the skid loader into. They're coming out to help. Woo, water. So where's the burgers and fries?
And what about my milkshake?
Kitchen's closed.
I was able to get water.
Only water after hours.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Usually we do more outdoorsy type things, but also some stuff around a homestead and projects like this. So if you like that sort of thing, you might want to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already.
If you hit the notification bell, you'll receive notifications. And check out the links in the description below.
That does support our channel and helps us continue bringing you this content. Well, if you saw our first episode, that's how far we got with our dry stack wall. And we had this old railroad tie retaining wall that needed to be removed in this area. So we've removed that, and I've excavated a little bit more area so that we can continue our dry stack wall. So I started digging this area out, and I need to continue doing that today, so got to get on that. All right, warming up the skid loader. Just like I thought, I've been using this thing for a few days, and now that I'm used to the controls, I like this thing a lot better than the older ones that I've always used before. So, yeah. All right, well, looks like it's ready to go, so better get started.
Slide it back into there. There, that's good.
Oh yeah, that'll be great. You can clean out real easy behind that. And then, okay, we're out quite a bit, but we can step back pretty drastically. All right, I'm gonna try to show a little bit of progress of what we've gotten done here so far. So for the new section of wall where we took out the old railroad tie wall, we dug this back, and there's still railroad ties sticking out down there. So we've got some massive rocks where we're starting our wall at. There's 1, 2, 3. One of these was tipping our skid loader, and the other one was coming really close to it. And that thing tips at like 2,000 pounds apparently. So one of these rocks has to weigh at least that, and another one is pretty close to it. We could drive uphill with it, but if we would have went downhill, we would have never gotten here. But we had to go uphill, and so we were able to do it that way. It was hard to get here, but we got it.
Why are you shoving it down there? Big cave in there.
All right, ready?
This is the California highway. Comes over here.
All right, we've got a rock here that's a little bit too long. We're only going 3 feet thick on the wall. So we're cutting it right through here. And I'm sure there's different ways to do this. This is how we're doing it. We're just take a brick chisel or a railroad spike is what we're using, and just kind of going along here. Make a nice groove so that it tends to split along that groove. Basically, we just make the groove deeper and deeper until it either falls off or we feel like it's deep enough that we can whack it with the sledgehammer. That wasn't too bad.
It was a piece of cake.
Back on an inch over, I guess. Hey, what are you doing here?
I'm gonna cook some burgers on the grill.
I don't mind taking a break if there's burgers cooking. Hey, you getting in on this cooking deal too?
What do you want with it?
I don't know. Do I get choices?
Whoa!
Ooh, grease fire.
Wow.
Well, we're going to try not to burn down the outdoor kitchen. The dry stack stone wall that we're building, that thing has taken up most of our evenings. We've actually been working on that for quite a while. I think it's a month at this point. We're going to work on it a little more and get a little more footage in this video, but I think we're going to end up with a part 3. I'm looking forward to those burgers. Well, if you're someone who subscribes to our channel or watches our channel regularly, you probably figured out by now that we're the kind of people who like to do things. We have a lot of projects and things that we like to do, and we grill a lot of outdoor cooking and stuff.
He's always busy doing something.
Always got to change things.
Always gotta do something.
My children take after me. That keeps it even more interesting.
And meanwhile, Mama's just very tired, trying to keep up.
We're always moving things around.
Like that shed.
Like that shed that got moved a couple times.
In the dark.
Oh.
He was moving it in the dark.
It
and
was.
he moved my car, turned on the headlights so he could see to move it in place.
It was fun.
This is the kind of person that he is.
You didn't mention the cliff by the barn.
There's a cliff over there. Now we'll have to put it on video so they can see what you're talking about. All right, now I'll have to show you the shed that they're talking about, where that's at. Yeah, we moved this thing. It was not started during the night, but it was finished during the night. There is a cliff here. I mean, it's like a ravine. But there's huge rocks under here. This thing is pretty stable, so we're within 4 feet of the edge. And then there's a cliff, and yeah, it's near there. The back corner is, you know. I dug that all out years ago, and there's huge rocks underneath there, and then there's gravel driveway up to the edge for several years now, so it's not going to go anywhere. Another little funny side trip here in this video. All right, progress on the wall so far. It's coming right along, but it is a slow project. If you haven't guessed by now, every time you see us in different clothes is a different day. This is a very long project. It's taking quite a bit of time to do. The wall part is very slow process. There's a lot involved in it. It doesn't seem like it should take a lot, you know, just stacking up rocks, but it's actually, you have to stack a rock and make sure it doesn't move. Put in gravel and whatever around it, behind it, underneath it, and just try to make it as secure as possible before you put the next one on. So sometimes that can be done quickly and sometimes it takes longer. Sounds like somebody likes to blow the horn on the skid loader. So here's our wall so far. We're maybe 5 feet in this area, 4 feet in this area. And of course we have our space way down there that we started on in the last segment. So the wall is about 3 feet thick is how it's supposed to be. In some places it's not that thick. Some places it's maybe 2.5 feet. It's a little less than 3, but we have lots of gravel behind this section down there that we did in the first one. We're leaving that retaining wall in place, which has lots of gravel behind it. If you include the gravel behind it, it's more like 3'8", something like that. But yeah, just the wall itself is 3 feet, 2.5 to 3 feet in this section, and definitely 3 feet in the other one. But we are trying to maintain 3 feet of thickness as much as possible, because what holds your dry stack wall in place is the weight of the rock and the fact that it can't move. All the rocks are pushing on each other, and there's a lot of weight there and thickness to the wall. There are certain ratios for height. If you're going so high, you want to keep it to a certain width. We're going 6.5 feet to 8 feet high, somewhere in that range, and so we want to keep our wall about 3 feet thick.
Well, that's it for this one. We hope you enjoyed the video.
We'll see you in part 3.
Thanks for watching.
We hope you'll subscribe and hit the like button.
Try it again without the sneezes. From the top.
What was I supposed to say?
That's it for this one.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's it, folks. It's all done.
Well, if you've enjoyed this video, please share it with your friends and hit that like button if you haven't done so already. And while you're at it, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. We put out new videos every week, every Friday morning. And if you'd like to receive notifications when we do upload the next video, hit that notification bell. And check out our channel. We have several videos just like this one or very similar. We do various things including hiking, biking, boating, fishing, builds of various kinds, mostly outdoor activities. Some homesteading is thrown in there as well. This channel is for the experience. We do these things for the experience of doing them and to show others how you can do it too. We try to be fun and entertaining while being educational all at the same time. Sometimes these experiences are done for the first time, and other times they're things that we do all the time. Sometimes we do things just for the fun of doing it. Thank you. We'll see you on the next one.